Hi. In today's video, you'll learn how to make money from local businesses using Google Maps and the Yellow Pages. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe for more videos on internet marketing, ways to make money online, personal development and more. Also, be sure to hit that bell icon, so you'll get notified every time we release new content. And now, let's get into today's video.
There are a lot of local businesses that don't, or not, it doesn't have to be a local business, but you need to contact businesses who have websites that need updating. Well, not just updating. Some of these websites won't have, they won't be mobile friendly, and they won't have autoresponders. They don't have any kind of a way to offer, to hook customers other than their personal interactions over the phone, so someone would call them, and you might be able to upgrade their business to where they can have an autoresponder to upsell services for someone, because a lot of times local businesses don't do this. It's usually online businesses that do this type of thing, and but basically you can find websites that aren't that great. I was looking at this plumbing. It's not terrible, but it's really basic, and he has a form here, but he probably doesn't have an autoresponder. You could set up an use something like Aweber and set up an autoresponder for them, and Aweber or Market Hero. I was looking at that. If you have the right service with these autoresponder, online autoresponder companies, you could basically do the setup of the autoresponder on a monthly basis for people, keep it updated, and you can also upgrade their sites to be mobile friendly. And there are a lot of themes, basically they're free WordPress themes, and then they're paid. There's a site called Theme Forest, and you can find some pretty nice paid themes in here. I was looking at one that was for real estate, a real estate theme, and you can modify them. You don't have to use the same colors and all that. You can, so basically you can take a theme and make it look more original. I don't know if you necessarily need to use paid themes, but there are a lot of them out there, and there are a lot of good paid, there are a lot of good free themes out there too. But if the business is paying you enough money for it, then you can look for paid themes and charge for those. And I was looking, you can market your service. You can make it so they can pay directly through PayPal or something, or you can use a site like Fiverr to list your service. This guy has, I will convert a website into AMP mobile version using canonical URLs for $100. He has different levels of what he's charging, but basically, a lot of people are relying on something like Fiverr for their business. I personally think you might make more money if you actually contacted local businesses. You might even want to go in person at some point, but that's a good thing about local businesses. You can actually make physical contact with people if you really want to. I think a lot of people like that. They don't just want to deal with someone on the phone or online all the time. And anyway, you need a hosting service like A2. I use A2. I think it's one of the better ones out there for what you pay. Let's see. I was going to. What was I going to talk about? Okay, yeah. So you get set up an email autoresponder, and update their site to be mobile friendly. Anyway, that's the idea. I mean, basically that's it. You just need to contact people. You need to find people that you can either go through Yellow Pages, look at their website, see if they're decent. If they aren't any good, then, or if they need updating, contact the person. You've got their phone number, you got their local number, and ask them if they have a webmaster. If the webmaster's doing his job, then you don't really want to mess around with it. Let them upgrade things themselves. But if they're basically have an abandoned website that they're just paying to keep on a host, that's not really it might need some updates, and you might even be able to set up some kind of monthly service charge to like maintain their website for them. If they're a successful business, it's worth the money to them to pay a webmaster. And you can find local businesses through YP, or you can go on to Google Maps and search, like, plumbers, and then you end up like with all the local ones. And you can also see if they might not even have a website at all. That's the other thing I've noticed. Like, even you'd think that if you did a Google search, most of these businesses would have web addresses. This one does, but a lot of I've actually found quite a lot that don't have a website at all. And so someone made a Google listing for them, but they didn't create a website. Most of them do, but I was going through a list of, I was a real estate agency, and it didn't have a website, at least listed in. Yeah, I did a search for them, and I think they didn't have a website listed on Google. They might have one, but like this one, they don't always have the website address or the web address listed in there. It might not be that they don't have a web address, but they for some reason didn't put it in their Google listing. But anyway, you find websites that need updating, or if they don't have a website at all, you're even it's unlikely, but if they don't have a website at all, you can make them a WordPress site real quick. Use a theme. You want to make sure all your autoresponders are set up. If they want to, I highly recommend having an email autoresponder, not just a form, a contact form. But you can create landing pages. You can create landing pages for these businesses, not just websites. You can create the landing page can have all your can deal with the autoresponder, everything that has to do with the autoresponder, and you can have coupons or whatever to go to their email, things like that. So anyway, yeah. So that's the idea, and I hope you got something out of this, because a lot of people just don't want to hustle. If you're willing to hustle, if you're willing to go out and talk to call local businesses, email them. I'd recommend calling them over just simply emailing them. But if somebody needs upgrades on their website, they'll, if you can show them. That's the other thing. You can go ahead and make a landing page or make a home page for their website, and send them a link to it so they can see what it will look like. They go, wow, that's better than what we have, which is old and outdated. You can make sure it works on mobile, so that when they open it up on their phone, they can see it.